Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's discuss what kind of tools you might need to draw Neurographica. Here I have a simple white paper printing size, also known as A4. This is a really good size, enough space to draw, and I find it very easy to work with. It's also very widely available, so I would recommend going for something like this. Obviously, you can go for bigger size paper or smaller ones, that's totally fine. And also the color doesn't matter. You can draw on any color you would like to. It just needs to be blank. We don't need any decorations, lines, or anything like that. We want a blank slate. Next, I would like to point your attention to the thickness of the paper. Here I have 120 grams per meter cubic paper. It's really good. It works fine. It's not too thin. When I work with different tools, it doesn't rip. It's just like really good. It's enough. The maximum thickness I would recommend is 180 grams per meter cubic. It doesn't make sense to go above that. It's just going to be too thick and too expensive. So something between 120 and 180 grams per meter cubic is going to be good and work for our purposes. Next, we're going to need markers. So this is something that resembles a Sharpie. They're widely available and very popular. So this type of thickness, this kind of markers will work very well for us. They just need to be permanent. If they're not permanent, they will bleed and will just create a messy drawing. So go for something that's permanent. And we're going to use quite a few of these. Then we need something smaller that will create a thin line. I have here just a liner. And we don't need many of these, just one is enough. We need these when we want to add some dynamic, some dimension to our drawing. Just sometimes we want to round something quite delicately, so we might need to use a pen like this. Then we need something very thick. So here are the types of markers we will need. So something that we will draw with on a regular basis, something for small details, and something very thick for the filled lines and figure of fixation. Next, we will need tools to color with. Here I have pencils and highlighters. If you already have pencils on your hand, just use those. If you're going to buy something new, I would recommend this brand. It's quite good, and the effect you get from it is really nice. So if you go a bit harder, you can create some shadows and nice transitions. If you just go draw gently, it creates just a nice layer. So yeah, they're working really nicely. And I wouldn't recommend going for a big set. 12, 24 is more than enough. Then we also can use highlighters, sometimes even in the same drawing with pencils. So here I have 5 neon and 5 pastel highlighters. I would not recommend going for neon highlighters because they're just too bright, too much color, and it just doesn't work very well for our purposes. It just takes on the drawing, and you don't see the original line that well. But the neon, the pastel highlighters are very gentle, very nice. You can see the original line and the color you add on top of it. So it creates just a really beautiful effect. So yeah, if you're going to get highlighters, go for pastel highlighters. Also, I want to mention that crayons won't work very well for us because they're too oily, and just when you try to go with the marker on top of them, they just don't blend very well. Just get regular pencils and highlighters, and that's going to be enough for us. I also want to mention that we do not use metallic markers in Neurographica because they don't blend very well. So if I go with metallic markers on top of my drawing, I don't see the original line, and it just doesn't blend very well with my entire drawing. And we don't want that in Neurographica. We want everything to be seamlessly integrated, and unfortunately metallic markers don't allow for that effect. That's why we do not use them. So to recap, we are going to need some paper, quite a good quality thick paper, 3 types of markers, something that will give us a regular size line, something very fine, and something very thick. And also we're going to need something to add color with. You can just go for pencils, pastel highlighters, or both. So there you have it. I hope to see you in one of our sessions soon. Thank you.